Hi, I have a couple announcements to make before the video starts. Number one, I usually do this with the Oscar nominations for Best Animated Feature, and unfortunately, they've been delayed twice due to the LA fires, so I'll be making a separate video on the Best Animated Features when those nominations get out. Number two, my audio in this video is not the best. Some of my audio levels are lower and higher than others. I apologize in advance. I did not do a great setup with my mic. I just literally pressed record and got rolling with it. That's all I wanted to say. Hope everybody's doing well through the fires, and in general, please take the time to look out for communities and help one another when you can. All right, let's get on with the video. Hi everyone, it's that time again. The Annie nominations are here, and I will be discussing the nominees, and I am so excited this year. We are celebrating the 52 years of the Annie Awards, and I am so happy this organization continues to celebrate animation and their achievements. So I'll be here discussing the nominees and how I feel about them. I may not know all the nominees, so I apologize in advance, but I am still here to just showcase and celebrate the wonderful nominees that dig. So let's get to it. Okay, for Best Feature, I have... Oh, God. Sorry. I have Inside Out 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, That Christmas, The Wild Robot, Ultimate Rising, and Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. This is interesting. I was thrown off by Kung Fu Panda 4. I didn't watch the movie, and some people have talked about the lack of the Furious 5, which that is upsetting. The ones I've only seen here are Inside Out 2 and The Wild Robot. I have seen images of Ultimate Rising. People have really liked it, but I will keep that in mind. This is a really nice year, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna give this one to Wild Robot, and I will talk extensively about The Wild Robot later on, so we get the Best Featured Independent. I have Chicken for Linda, Flow, Kentucky Kingdom, Look Back, Mars Express, and Memoir of a Snail. Oh, this is wonderful. I've only seen Memoir of a Snail and Look Back. The other nominees, though, I want to just say shout out to G-Kids for the distribution this year. 3 of their nominees are here, and I just want to applaud that. I love G-Kids and what they represent. Look Back is, I was so stunned to see how fluid this animation was. In less than an hour, I was engulfed in this beautiful friendship between these two girls and their history of making manga. It's a wonderful, wonderful film. As for Memoir of a Snail, this is also nice. So this is Adam Elliott's film after Mary and Max, so I'm very happy that Memoir of a Snail is getting recognition as before. But yeah, other nominees though, I'm very excited. Once again, I'm really excited to see more independent films getting showcased this time. So Best TV/Media for Preschool. I'm just gonna shout out Jessica's Big Little World. I actually got to watch this series, and I'm so sad I only got one season. It was really cute, it was nice, the colors were vibrant, it was a really fun time. But Jessica's Picnic is a really cute episode as well. I like highlighting the best TV/media for preschoolers. I like to show that the importance of children's entertainment is special. I want shows to actually have conversations with these kids. I want them to feel special the way I actually feel inspired by these characters. So it's nice to see shows like these get the recognition. I have best TV/media for children. Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur, I still have not watched. I am so sorry. And also Disney, count your days. That's all I will say. I'm also surprised that Primo's on here. A lot of people do not like Primos. Best TV/media for mature audiences. I also have not been watching any of these. Oh, I like the South Park's End of Obesity's on here. That's kind of funny. I also like Bob's Burgers. I've seen a lot of clips of the relationship that Tina and Louise have with sisterhood. That's great. Also, I've never heard of the second best hospital in the galaxy. I will look this one up. I've never heard of it. All right, here we go. Best TV/media for limited series. My Adventures of Superman? Wait, hold on. Why is it not in the mature audiences? I didn't think Superman's a limited series. I think there's a season 3 coming. I know it, but the fact that Superman is like having this new renaissance right now, I can't believe it. But no, excellent show. I am a little bit confused of why it's considered a limited series. I am happy for the other shows on this list. Dream Projection, Iwaju, I hope I'm saying that right, but I'm just excited that another African show that Disney's producing is on there, like Kizazi Moto Generation Fire. Like, that show was incredible. All right, best effects to TV/media. All right, people have talked so much about Arcane, and the only thing I've seen are just images, but I read an article that there's a scene that's entirely made of charcoal, and I just think that's incredible. I will watch Arcane eventually, but like, I don't know if my sanity is willing to go through that. What is Secret Level? Secret Level is nominated 3 times. Wait, I'm gonna look up this show. What? Looking up Secret Level? This show has to do something in order to gain this type of reaction. And special effects in the feature. Wild Robot had like really wonderful, stunning visuals, especially when it comes to Roz and their abilities and the way that they move was incredible. Best character animation TV/media. Arcane, Dream Productions, In the Know. I'm gonna look up this one. Star Trek, Lower Deck, and The Patrick Star Show. I don't care for The Patrick Star Show, and I don't think I ever will. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking up. In the Know is a stop motion show. We also have Zach Wood and Mike Judge who are part of it, so that's kind of cool. Character animation and a feature. For character animation, I think this is a good list. I would give it to the Wild Robot just because I really love the way that everybody moves in there, but knowing Wallace and Gromit, like stop motion wise, that would also be a nice achievement to win. Inside Out 2, I did like its animation a lot. I felt like they were very more detailed. Alright, best character animation live action. Better Man, Gladiator 2, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, House of the Dragon Season 2, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I am just so impressed when it comes to the mocap in the Planet of the Apes series, just for them not only to be so like all in it, for them to act like rambunctious, but just even for special effects teams to really get in it. So that's amazing. Best character design, TV/media. Dream Productions, Jin Tri Chow vs. the Underworld, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and X-Men 97. I've only seen things based on clips and trailers, and they all look fantastic, but especially the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the fact that they translated it so well for 2D is incredible. And I know a lot of people like the X-Men 97 series and how they have evolved, which I'm also happy for. Best character design in the feature. Inside Out 2, what the heck is Scary Girl? I'm gonna go look up Scary Girl. I am not happy that Spellbound is on here. I don't know if you remember back with another movie that Skydance did called Lucky, and I was not happy about that. So for Spellbound, I don't know, because I'm not crazy about that type of CG in my opinion. I think it looks basic. I'm looking up Scary Girl right now. This looks cool. It's kind of like CG, but it also looks a little stop motion-y. Best direction, TV/media. I don't know why I'm looking at these images, but it reminds me of those Kleenex commercials. Do you guys know the Kleenex commercials where the kids have the stuffy nose and the tissues help? Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. It looks nice. Best direction in a feature. I really want this to go to Chris Sanders for the Wild Robot. This man, somehow, no matter how many films I've seen of him and the ones he'll continue in the future, he manages to show such humanity with creatures in a way that is so heart-wrenching. And it's so beautiful to just see that authenticness within the Wild Robot. For Roz, a robot who can't really express emotions, to experience this beautiful bond that she has with Fink, Bright Bill, and the other animals across, it's so impactful. I love it. Best music, TV/media. Oh, Has Been. I never watched Has Been Hotel. I've heard people liked it a lot. Best music in a feature. Piece by Piece. Oh, it got on here. Cool. I believe Pharrell having the idea of making his documentary into Legos is not only one of the most funniest things I've ever heard, but also it's pretty genius. It's showing that documentaries don't always have to be like the camera interviews. You can actually do something different with them in a different format. I want to shout out Chris Powers for his score on The Wild Robot. Guys, it got shortlisted for the Oscars, and if he gets on that list, I might cry. Best production design, TV/media. What the heck is Silly Sundays? I want to know this one. Oh, this is cute. Silly Sundays is so charming. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Production design and feature. This one's interesting. I like this one. I think Inside Out 2 solely just because of the incredible worlds that we got to see when anxiety takes over. Okay, best storyboard to get a Invincible Fighting Girl, yes! Once I saw that trailer, I was like, yes, this is so awesome. So I'm very happy that it got nominated on here. I just want to highlight Welcome Home Franklin because I am upset with Apple for harboring a lot of the Peanut specials, not for basic cable. But the one thing I will acknowledge is the fact that they have allowed specials for the other characters besides Charlie Brown and Snoopy, and that makes me a little bit happy. Best storyboarding in a feature. I don't know why there's filming 4's on here. And also, Sammy Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheek story. Then again, this is about the storyboarding and how the story progresses, which I guess is cool, but like not a Wild Robot or Inside Out 2. All right, my favorite category, best voice acting, TV/media. See, woo! John Roberts being Linda. Linda is without a doubt one of the most funniest TV moms out there, and I just think it's incredible that he is getting acknowledged for the Annie Awards. Christian Schaum as Louise, and Louise is also such a complex character as well. I say complex, but it's more like Louise is somebody who has a hard time even accepting things, so I don't know, Louise is amazing. Paula Pell, who plays Paula, ironic, in Dream Productions. Now, I only know Paula for her live action roles that she's done, but I also know her as Gadget Gal from The Awesome. Jeremy Jordan, who plays Lucifer on Has Been Hotel. This is hilarious. I love this so much. I love Jeremy Jordan as a person in general, so that's really cool. So yeah. And then the Irish princess herself, Miss Io Debris as April O'Neil. Listen, I don't care what y'all say. I want Io to win this. So voice acting in a feature. I'm gonna butcher this name and I apologize. Melanie Leclerc. I'll say that right. For Linda, for Chicken Soup. Maya Hawke, who plays Anxiety in Inside Out 2, which wonderful performance, by the way. I really enjoyed her performance. She really has captured the anxiety of anxiety. Lupita Nyong'o as Roz in Wild Robot. Robot, along with Kit Connor for Bright Bill, which I hate that you nominate these two, because this is the thing. Now that you nominate these two, you're gonna have to decide. But they both gave excellent performances, and it breaks my heart. Lupita Nyong'o as Roz, a really captivating performances. Lupita to absolutely, still have robotic nature of things, but also showcasing emotions as she doesn't want to let Bright Bill go and also go back home. Like, that's incredible to me. I love that. And Kit Connor as Bright Bill, also fantastic performance. I love Heartstopper. He is fantastic, and also I love him playing the young Elton John in Rocket Man. And then there's Brian Trey Henry as Megatron in Transformers 1. I have Best Writing TV/Media. Woo! Craig of the Creek. We got another nation. Yes. And I also have Jessica's Big Little World, which, woo, let's go. Oh, that's so exciting. I thought Oran in the Dark was a movie. Is it not a movie? I know Charlie Kaufman wrote it, and if you don't know who Charlie Kaufman is, like, yeah. I'm gonna look up Yuck. Oh, Yuck is a French film. Did I have Best Writing in a Feature? Wait, what's my robot not on here? What? Anyway, but I'm gonna root for Memoir of a Snail. I really have loved the conversations that the movie displays, but I also like the humor a lot with Adam Elliott's movies. You are laughing your sides till it hurts, and then you're crying because he managed to like really hit you where it hurts. It's wonderful. Best Editorial of the Feature. Okay, Wild Robot's on there once again. I'm very happy. Listen, I want a Wild Robot sweep this Annie's. I don't know about you guys, but this movie was like one of my movies of the year, so I'm very happy it got acknowledged this year. So then we get to the Jury Awards, which honors the unparalleled achievements and exceptional contributions towards animation. For the Winston McKay Awards, it goes to the following: Aaron Bassell, Eunice Macaulay, and Norman Rogers. The June Foray Award will be awarded to the global nonprofit Women in Animation. I can't stress enough to you the importance of women in animation and how every day I am seeing women constantly showing up, doing the work, and contributing to animation. I don't know if you saw, but Dana Terrace, who is the creator of the Owl House, has expressed deeply about just how insignificant Disney has treated her when she done the Owl House compared to her male counterparts in their works, and that's just something that really like disheartens me. Or Lisa Hannawald, who was the creator of Tuca and Birdie and also the production designer for BoJack Horseman. I really didn't see a woman creator in the sphere of Adult Swim making cartoons, and there are so many others that are unrecognized just because the industry really has to wake up and realize that women can do exactly what men can do, and I just wanted to highlight that. And for this to be a June Foray Award is also incredible. June Foray was one of the most exceptionally brilliant voice actors in this industry, and I can only hope and imagine I have an ounce of what she has accomplished in her years that I hope one day I would like to see that as well. And the UBS iWork Award will go to Alberto Menacci. The Special Achievement Awards will go to Directing at Disney, the original directors of Walt's Animated Films, which is a book done by Pete Docter and Don Perry. So that concludes the Annie Award nominations. Once again, stay tuned for the Oscar nominations when I talk about the Best Animated Features in that category. Thank you so much for watching my video. This is Olivia, signing off.